episode here in Minnesota. We're here in episode 2. We've gone through the first couple months so far, sitting at 20-16-5. Scroll over here to the standing. We're sitting tied for second, with the Blackhawks not too far behind at 2 points right behind us with 2 games in hand. So last episode we were talking about we need to upgrade our offense and our defensive numbers because we're a pretty average team when it comes to our goals for, our goals against. We'll just check that one more time for you guys. So we look here. Goals for per game, where you're sitting third last, and goals against, we are sitting fourth last, middle pack team. So I went ahead and did some pre-scouting, and I saw one player that's going to work. And we're going to pull the trigger now, just so it's like I don't want to wait till the deadline and it be we're fighting for our lives for a playoff spot. So it is Chicago who we're going to go after, and we're going to go after Jason Dickinson. So he fits our third line, you see right there. And if you take a look at the defensive numbers, he's 4.5 stars. It's what we need on the third line. We need a shutdown guy on the defensive side. So at 30 years of age, he's going to play our third line center, and he's got 1 year left. And we're able to make this work money-wise. So sending back, we're going to include one of our guys that are making too much money, not Marcus Foligno. Could probably be. I didn't check this one, but Ryan Hartman, 31 years of age, two-way. I just think saving the $4 million right there. He's a minus 13 on the year. 1 for 1. It looks like it's going to go through. Maybe we could throw in a pick, but let's just go with it. So Ryan Hartman will replace Jason, and Jason Dickinson will replace. Just trying to think here. I don't think there was a center I was going to get back up. Yeah, no. So we're going to move on from Ryan Hartman. We're going to bring in Jason Dickinson to help the bottom 6. So let's pull the trigger here. There we go. Trade accepted. So right there, let me know what you guys think there on that trade. But I think getting that defensive help on the third line, and we're just going to slot Dickinson in there. 82 overall. Right there. He's got 3 check marks. I think it's going to help defensively with Marcus Foligno. And I believe Liam Ogren is only there because of injuries. So, yeah, Marco Rossi being there. Obey Kubel will be playing there. So I looked. I didn't see anything when it came to offensively helping us scoring-wise. But, of course, that could all change from here to the deadline. So why don't we start going ahead and move up to the trade deadline. We're going to finish the entire season in this episode. Let's move all the way up here. Let's see if we can continue our winning ways. See how we can do gold-wise. So we lose in overtime there. But again, next game we're only winning by 1. So it's, again, we're giving up too many goals. We're scoring goals, but we're giving up a little too much. So right there, we're going to send Ogren down. We're going to put Marco Rossi back up here. So good to have Rossi back, our second-line center. I know that will help us a little offensively, so that could be technically almost like an offensive boost for us that we're getting from the deadline. And we'll just move Obey Kubel right there to the third pair. And let's continue simming here. So 2-1 since we started the sim. Let's keep going here. Another win I see right there. And the Blues are firing Jim Montgomery. That's interesting. I want to see if we can see at the bottom right where they are. Iowa player injured. The Blues, I think I just saw sitting second last in the division. So a little shake-up there in St. Louis. Maybe we go quickly look at them at the deadline. Maybe they could provide us a little bit of offensive power. So continuing along, I see another loss there in Toronto. So this was one guy I looked at, Frank Vetrano. He's a sniper, but he doesn't fit any of our line schemes, so it's not ideal for me to bring him in and replace Marcus Johansson because I think we would move on from either Johansson or Zuccarello, but Zuccarello is the better overall. But Johansson does have better line fit on that second line. So let's keep going here. We get a loss there against Florida. We're going to finish up January shortly. We're going against Chicago, which helps. Right there I saw down there we got a 3-point cushion between them and us, which is good. We need to separate between the bottom teams and us. We want to make that playoff. We want to get in the playoffs, obviously, year 1. It's a matter of can we get past the first round, which is the biggest hurdle. So we're getting close to the Olympic break here. One last game against Nashville. All these trades keep coming up, and we win against Nashville. So right there I see we're sitting third in the division. I know it sucks that we won't stick on one spot, but 28, 20, and 10 at the Olympic break, which is great to be in third place right now. We're going to keep going here. Jaden Schwartz. I didn't look at Jaden Schwartz. Let's quickly just look at Jaden there. Does he fit any of our pairings? Sniper does not fit anything. Okay, so we are not gonna bring Jaden Schwartz in there to help with our goals ever since he does not fit. I did a lot of pre-scouting when it came to finding that second line sniper, and I could not for the life of me find anybody that would help us, which sucks. And right there, Matt Zuccarello going down with an injured groin. That's going to hurt a little bit, losing him. But we get the win back from the Olympic break. I keep wanting to say All-Star break. Back-to-back wins, which is good. And Zuccarello is back, and I see next is going to be St. Louis. You want to take them down. That could be some easy 2 points that help us, but don't want to jinx it in advance. So let's see here. Again, St. Louis, of course, another trade. We lost. Yeah, see, I jinxed it there. Tampa win, and we're going to go Vegas last game before the trade deadline. We lose Johansson for a couple weeks. We get a win there. We're going to keep the current trade block, and let's go into this deadline and see if we can do anything. Again, I'm not rushing to do something if it's not going to work for us. So Adrian Kempe is available now. He wasn't available earlier. I just want to see here, what's the price does he fit our schemes? He does not. That would have been a great second line acquisition. You know what? Let's for the fun of it, let's see what we would have done here. So would have been no. My bad, guys. My bad. Going too fast there. Yeah, we're not going to trade Tarasenko. We couldn't. We'd have to get Zuccarello to waive his no move clause. So it would have had to been a guy like Marcus Johansson with little to no trade value and almost giving up like a first to get a guy like Adrian Kempe. So keep looking here. Available: Drew Doughty, Alex Tuck, Brady Shea, Philip Deneau, Michael Matheson, Justin Falk, Jacob Trouba. Patrick Laine is not a bad option. Let's take a look at Patty Laine. Where does he fit for us? He would fit line 1. Got 18 goals, 23 assists. Would that be a guy we want to? I'll have to make a decision in this trade deadline, but Patty Laine might be an option. Obviously hasn't been the same since he left Winnipeg, I think. But good second line option scoring wise. So we'll keep Patty Laine in the back of our minds. He's got 1 year left. He's in the last year of his deal. Cam Fowler, Braden Shen, Ryan Strome, Racco Gudis, Trevor Moore, Chris Kreider. The Mammoth making a trade here. Trade alert. Let's see. They trade a second to the San Jose Sharks for Timothy Liljegren. So right there, we saw Liljegren earlier was offered to us. I didn't think we needed to add a guy like Liljegren there. I think we're going to need to worry about our goal scoring. Let's just take a look at our goals and see if we moved up or down in the standings by division. So we're still a bottom team when it comes to goals for, 3.11, and goals against, it's 0.01 difference. We're a middle pack team there, so we definitely need to find more goals scoring. Oh, Brady Shea's been dealt with Bunting and Blankenberg to the Canucks in exchange for Coots, a second, and Medvedev. Is that how you pronounce his name? We've still got time here to make something happen. Let's look at our stats here. So Kaprizov sitting at 67 points. He's got 26 goals. Boldy at 58. Zuccarello at 47. Eriksson Ek at 47. Rossi, 41 points. Johansson, 34. Faber. St. Louis making their first move of the day. I remember they're at the bottom. So they trade Braden Shen, their captain, and Matthew Joseph, the Blue Jackets, for Alec and a second. So St. Louis really offloading their players right now. So that might be another option we look at. Philip Gustafson has been our starter. He's got 28, 20, and 8. 9-10 goals, save percentage, and 2.93 goals against. Not bad. 2 shutouts. Wallstead not far behind. With only 9 starts, though. 4, 1, and 2. 900 save percentage, but a 3.24. Only an 82. He's still got years to grow. He's still got a couple of years to grow. The Winnipeg Jets are trading Barlow and Samuelson to the Kings for Trevor Moore. The more and more I keep thinking, guys, the more I do want to try and get Kempe. instead of Line. But the only thing that we run into is he doesn't fit our lines. But do we want to take that risk and just get the goal scoring we need? You know what? We're going to risk it. We're going to risk it for the biscuit here, guys. So quickly, though, the Capitals making a trade here. They are sending a second, a 7, and a Keller to the Sharks for Mario Ferraro. So we're going to try and pull this off here. I just need to make sure we put the right players in. So, where is like a guy like Tarasenko we could actually move out if we wanted to, because he's got more trade value than Johansson, and we have the depth there. So Johansson, I can't see where else he fits line-wise, which sucks. So when we move out from Tarasenko, Brian Strome going to the Hurricanes. So I think we move on. Let's try and move Tarasenko out. Oh, we have to come player conversation. Of course we do. So let's try and move Johansson out. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Johansson, we still got a lot of ways to go. And, I mean, if we want to try and win this year, we're still not a good defensive team. But I think I'd rather move on from next year's first-round pick, risk it, and try and also sign Kempe to a deal. So we're giving up Johansson and a first for Kempe, who, again, is a first line where we can move him around. Like, he's got great accuracy and got good power, 5 stars in shooting, great puck skills. Okay, let's, obviously, we still need a little bit more. Florida makes a trade here. Second, third, and now to the Blues for a third, a fourth, and Jack Johnson, I believe. And let's throw a rookie in there just to sweeten the deal a little. So we don't want Height, Ogren. What about the Kumpalainen? We have too many centers here. 20 years of age, power forward. And then just looking at Ogren, we had 2-way forward and Hyde, playmaker. I think we can move on to Kumpalainen. So what do we think here, guys? So Marcus Johansson, next year's first, because I expect us to still be competitive next year. And Kumpalainen for Adrian Kempe, and we risk the signing him for next year. I think we need to worry about our offense, and this would be a guy that could easily help us goal-wise. He's going to get another 30 goals this year. He's hit 40 before, so if we sign him, that would just be great for a second liner. So you know what? Let's try it out here. Johansson a first from next year, and Kumpalainen. Okay, trade away with the Kings. We got to wait. Warren Foegele. Okay, so it's not Kempe, but let's try it here. Proposed trade. Trade rejected. Okay. You know what? Again, I want to win. We'll throw in a third or a second from this year and see if that adds a little bit more. That's pretty lopsided there. I think we got the more value on our side. So let's see. Proposed trade. There we go. Adrian Kempe, guys, is coming to Minnesota, moving Johansson next year's first, this year's second, and a prospect. And we're going to try and sign him after the trade deadline. Trade alert there. Sorry, the Flames second and fourth to Anaheim. Ryan Poehling a third and Harkins. So, guys, let me just propose you what the top 6 going to look like here. Let me get forward-wise. So, Kaprizov, Boley, and Eriksson Ek. Rossi, Kempe, and Zuccarello on the second line, yes. You're going to add Kempe to the power play, which is going to help a lot. Which, you know what, actually, I don't think we looked at the power play and penalty kills. That might be also a reason why our numbers are down. Islanders trade a second Lennox to the Blues in exchange for Sundqvist, a fifth and a fifth. Let's just take a look at our power play quickly. I don't remember looking at this. It's been a couple. So again, bottom 3 team. And then penalty kill wise, bottom team. But again, Colorado's also ahead of us, but they're also got the same penalty kill percentage. I think we just added a great help to our goal scoring abilities right there, adding a guy like Kempe. And I think that's all we need to work on at this trade deadline. We got Jason Dickinson earlier in the year. Now we're adding Adrian Kempe. I think we've added enough forward-wise. Let's just take a look again at our defense Because we got the young guys on the bottom pairing, and I like the top four. Yeah, so Brodin, Faber, Beam, Urasek, Middleton, and Spurgeon. I think that's fair enough with Bogosian and Harris as our extra pairing defensive. Yeah, I think I like what we did, boys and girls. So a third and Peak and Brown to Carolina for Kotkaniemi's going to Boston. So Carolina's trying to win, obviously, right now. Let's just take a quick look at that roster. Because they added a couple guys, if I'm not mistaken. They added a guy like Ryan Strome already. Oh, that's just defense. I thought I saw they added somebody. Yeah, they added Ryan Strome, getting rid of Kotkaniemi. And I thought they added more, but I guess not. But moving on, I think Carolina might be a good team to push for that Stanley Cup, but they got to get over past the third round. So I'm going to end it here at the trade deadline, and we'll just quickly go look at the trades that were made past that. But then we'll look at our lines quickly, adding Kempe. Eric Branson, we got enough defenders, so I'm not going to claim him. Trading away Marcus Johansson, yes, I could see why they'd be upset. But also right after, you see they were excited to bring a star player in, so you can't fault that. So just looking here, Lafferty and Hakanpää going to Carolina. Brendan Yager going to Boston. And nothing crazy really. Yeah, nothing really happened after we left. So let's quickly take a look at our lines and see where we're at, adding Kempe into the fold. So he's not here, obviously, right off the bat, but he should be scratched. So let's add Kempe in there. +5 on the second line. That is great. I know he didn't fit. Look, you see the scheme fit not fitting there, but +5 and a +1. So I think we're good forward-wise, and then we leave that out. Nothing changes on defense. We look at the power play here. I don't know why Obey Kubel would be there. Take Tarasenko because I want a defender. We're going to put Boldy there. And we'll throw Eriksson Ek in the middle. And then Kaprizov is on the wrong side. I'm going to switch him and Faber around. And then second power play line, adding Kempe's on there, Faber's there. Eriksson Ek we're going to take out because he's already on the first. We're going to add Rossi there. And then, we could throw... I think we could throw Tarasenko there. I don't think there's anybody else we really want to... we could throw Tarasenko on this line. And take Spurgeon out. I think we have a better option if we put... we'll put Brodin there. I like what we've done, guys. We have a lot of pluses on our lines, which is good. Penalty kill, I just want to see what we're going with. +1, +1. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I don't mind the... don't mind it at all. I know our 5-on-3, but let's try and avoid that. So let me know what you guys think there, guys. We got Kempe and Dickinson. Moving out guys, Hartman and Johansson. A couple picks and a prospect. I think we are a better team. No doubt we are a better team on paper today than we were at the beginning of the deadline. The only question now being, can we sign Kempe? He does not want to sign. So again, that was the risk we had to take. Let's quickly just enter negotiations, see what he wants. Go neutral. If he likes the organization, let's just talk contract. Where does he want to be contract-wise? I'm good with 7 years, but he wants 11.45. That is a little hard to do. Try and negotiate, see if we can get a little more team-friendly here. Get that under 11, which would help. I don't want to give him more than 10, but I mean, we made the move knowing this, that we had to take the risk. Yeah, we can put a clause in there for him. What about a modified no-trade clause? Yeah, modified no-trade clause. Get the full... Every team he wants to go to. Okay, let's see if he'll take 10.975. I know that's going to eat a lot of our money in our... But we still got money to spend. Let's we took the risk. We got to play with it now. So let's see what he does. He's obviously going to take a couple minutes. So let's sim to the end of the season and let's see how we fare. If he doesn't sign with us, we'll reevaluate and try and give him a different offer. So let's go in here to the final stretch. Adrian Kempe signed. So there you go. We've got our first and second line pretty much secured for the next couple of years. I know Zuccarello will be retiring at some point and he will regress, but we can easily go out and find a guy that to replace that second line option and hopefully continue getting our plus fives that we saw in that second line. So here we are. We're cruising here. Back-to-back games against the Blackhawks. We'll split that down the middle. I'm noticing a couple games there we only had 1 or 2 goals allowed, which is good to see. But then a game like Chicago, they were giving up 6, which is not what we wanted. Tarasenko's out with a pulled groin. We got to call somebody up, which means one of our goaltenders. Which goaltender is it? It's Jesper Wallstedt injured, so we're going to have to bring up Cal Peterson on that one. So we'll place Peterson. We'll put Peterson as our backup, and Hinostroza can come in and play on that fourth line until Vladdy gets back. Goalies, get Peterson in there. Power play, we got to fix. I don't understand why they won't fix that themselves. We'll put Zeev there just for the time being. This one, I don't know why, again, Obey Kubel is playing on that first line. 4-on-4 power play. So put Rossi there. I think that might be the reason why. We'll put Faber there. Just round it out. I believe he's here, so quickly fix all this, guys. Kempe. There we go. Fix those best lines. All right, let's continue here. Let's finish up the season. Cameron Butler. Another time. Keep going. Another loss there. 6-2 loss, which, again, when we lose, I'm noticing that we are losing big time. Like, we're giving up 5+ goals a game, which is not ideal, obviously. So we're just fixing this here. Bringing Wallstedt back in. Hopefully it doesn't re-aggravate the injury. So let's go. Let's finish off the season. 5-3 win against Boston. I mean, right there, giving up 3 goals. We should be able to not give up. We should be trying not to let up 3 goals a game, which is why our numbers are terrible, or not where we want to be. Another 3 goals let up. I'm just keeping an eye on how many goals we're letting up per game right now. 3 again, 5 there. Only 1 there, but we don't score any, which is not helpful. Top, you saw right there, we just qualified for the playoffs, so good to see that. That's what we want in year 1, especially when we go make a move like getting Adrian Kempe. So got last 2 games here, 6-2 win, and the Ducks, we 2-0 shutout. So we finished third in the division. I think we're playing Winnipeg in the first round. So why don't we just quickly move up to the first game? I see Kirill there with 90 points on the season. Boldy with 81. So first line right there, left and right wingers, pretty much a point per game, which is good to see. So the Jets are our first round opponent. We'll take a look at their roster right now, and then we'll just quickly go through ours quickly, and then we'll call it a day. So the Winnipeg Jets here. Kyle Connor, Gabriel Velarde, Trevor Moore. They've added him at the deadline. Nyquist, Perfetti, and Nemestikov, Iafallo, Lowry, Niederreiter, Barron, Taves, and Tanner Pearson. Morrissey, DeMello, Pionk, Sandberg, Vlasic, and Shen. So it means Scheifele's hurt. Logan Stanley and Colin Miller back there. And then Hellebuck and Eric Comrie. So yeah, let's quickly just go through our team to see how we did stats-wise. We'll look at our numbers team-wise. So yeah, Kaprizov, like we said, led the team in points and in goals. Kempe finished with 69 points. So how many points did he finish with us? He had 11 points in 19 games, but only 1 goal. That's kind of alarming when we brought him in to be a goal scorer, not a passer. But hopefully that'll change in the playoffs. Jared Spurgeon led the way on defense with 40 points. Faber with 34. Tarasenko on third line at 31 points. It's not bad at all for fourth line scoring. Again, just moving around. Even Jason Dickinson, I didn't expect him big points-wise, but how did he fare in Minnesota? 15 points in 41 games. It's expected. He was I believe he would have been a good shutdown guy on that third line, and that's about it when it comes to that. Goaltending stats. Gustafson played 73 games, 37, 26, and 10 with 3 shutouts, a 909 save percentage, and a 2.93 goals against average. Walston only played 12 games with 5 wins, 1 loss, 3 overtime losses, 911 save percentage, and a 2.78 goals against. So we brought that down, which is good to see. And then quickly we look at their team overall stats. Goals for, we were at 3.11 at the deadline. We moved up. We stayed at 3.11, so not great. Not great at all. We did go down in goals against. We were at 3.10. Went down to 3.01, which, I mean, it's going to be alarming in the playoffs that this is how it's going to be. We need to make sure we help our goaltenders in front and don't struggle defensively. Goal power play, though, we moved up to 4th. I think we were down in the bottom 3 when we last checked. We moved up to 16.4%. I think having both those power play lines with pluses is really helping us there. And then when it comes to the PK, I think we were already at an 81. We're staying at an 81. So that's it there, guys. That's it for episode number 2. Next episode, we'll have the playoffs. We're going up against the Winnipeg Jets first round. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.